everyone. This is Connie. Hope you guys are all doing well. Right now, it doesn't look like anyone may not be in here yet, but it's hard to tell. So tonight, I'm going to be painting my nails wintry. So I did my nails yesterday, and as you can see, I painted them a base color, and the color was clean color, nail lacquer, and it was in the color Shining Sea. It's got a lot of glitter in it. You can see that. I can show you. And that is the base color. So I'm going to go ahead and start on the design, and hopefully some people will show up. So let's move my hands so you can see are over here. Now I use acrylic paint, and I've got this little palette right there, and I'm going to put some colors on it. Now I'm going to decorate every one of my fingers differently, but both hands will be the same. So same thumbs, index, ring finger, all that. So middle finger, pinky. So and for the thumbs, I'm going to do snowflakes. So I use acetone to clean my my brushes as I'm working. I want to pour a little bit of that out and put the little lid on it so that it doesn't all evaporate. Thank you, Liz. I love this color too. I've got a couple of different ones that is similar to this, but I love it. So I'm just putting a little dab of white paint on my little tile here for my base color, and I use old uh, perfume bottle mister so that I can use so that I don't spray the paint everywhere. So it just mists it. And now the normal paint brushes that I usually use, my smallest one is not doing well. I ordered some new ones, so I'm going to use these different ones that I have here to do it. So I'm going to go ahead and mist that paint, and then I'm just going to get my paintbrush in there, and then I'm going to start painting the I have a hard time doing my thumbnails because of my uh, different issues with my hands. So I'm just going to go ahead, put some paint. I need my glasses so that I can see. And I hope um, you had a great Christmas too, Liz. And I'm glad you were able to win on my gnome for the holidays collab. And you should be getting your stuff in the next couple of days, hopefully. And I think she had to wait today to actually send them. So um, hopefully she'll let you know. Just putting some little tiny ones in all around. I know people are probably still busy with their holidays, but we'll see. Okay, so this one, try and do it like this. Hello, the Real Prince Club. Yes, I am. Thank you. I have practiced freehand painting for years. an artist, and I've practiced on my fingernails for 3 or 4 years. I've been doing it. So, of course, my regular paintbrushes come from Robin Moses Nail Art, and I had to order a new set. It should be here next week. So, we'll just see. Okay, now the next hand is going to be, or the next finger is going to be a gnome. Now, with that, I am going to paint it gray first, underneath where it needs to be white so that the color will pop. So I'm just using this dolphin gray. So it's got a little bit of a blue tint to it. And I will use my paint water mister as well on that. Hey Rhonda, how are you? And the water lets the paint flow a lot better. So I'm going to paint a little gnome. Yeah, my hands, sometimes I have to really hold still so they don't shake. Uh, that would be good. I will tell you the best paintbrushes that I have found for nail art is Robin Moses Nail Art. She's on Instagram, she's on YouTube, and she has links to her website for 3 brushes. So 3 brushes, you get her brand new one called the Witchy. You get one like this. Let me show you. So it's the long hair. It's a liner, and then she's got this one is the unicorn, and then she's got the wand, which is a little tiny one. It's got a little bit more hairs than this one. This one, some of the has pulled out, so I'm using this other brush because I can't. I need to at least be able to do some. So I'm doing this all gray to start with, and then I will put in the colors afterwards. And here I'm putting the beard in, and his clothes is going to be blue. So you can see the beard, and I'm putting the gray so that there's different colors underneath it. So, and I was telling Liz I use acetone to clean the brushes, and I don't pull hard. I just lightly push to get most of the paint out. So now the hat is going to be white and blue striped, a lighter blue stripe, and then of course, his beard is going to be white, and his nose is going to be tan. So I'm going to go ahead and fill in his hat. And then I'll come back to it to put the stripes on it in just a couple of minutes after it dries. And then his beard. And I'm trying to make it where it's not solid. Because if you do it solid, then you don't see any of the dark coming through. Okay, now I'm going to put his nose. And then the light blue. For the stripe. And I'm literally only putting like a little dot of water on this tile. So I'm going to go ahead and put stripes. And then I'm going to put a blue pom-pom on the end. And there he's done. Oh, I'm going to put some blue down here. And there he's done. See if I can show it to you. See if I can get it to focus. Oh, it's not going to focus very good. But that's what you can see it. Okay, so now I'm going to let that dry before I do it on the other hand. So I'm just going to go on to the next finger. And the next finger is going to be a plaid. So we're going in with the blue, or with the white. And I just put, oops, wrong color. And there's the plaid. That's done. Okay, and now the ring finger is going to be snowflakes with some snow melting. You know what? I use whatever. I don't have a preference too much as long as it dries pretty fast. What I'm painting with is not nail polish. I am painting right now with acrylic paints. Now, the blue, the base color, that is clean color nail lacquer. They're really sparkly, so I like those. That's too bad, Rhonda. I've had that a little bit, but I can usually take care of it, get rid of it. So, Sorry guys, I'm not talking a whole lot when I'm painting. You know me. I don't have a hard time keeping up a conversation when I'm painting. But trying to put the, make it look like it's actually snow or dripping. And I hope it does. And then I'll put some little tiny snowflakes. There we go. Okay. Now this, the pinky. Yes, I do too. The pinky, I'm just going to do diagonal stripes. If I used the liner, it would be easier, but I thought, well, I'm only doing one now, so I decided just to use this little paintbrush. And there, that's done. Now, hi Sandra. Now we're going to start on the other fingers. Turn my paper towel in so I don't get my hand in all that paint. Okay, so I'm going to do the same thing as before. So I already did the snowflakes on the thumb, so I'm going to do the gnome on my finger. So I'm doing the gray, and I gotta get, yuck, some water on there. And if you weren't here when I started this before, the reason I'm putting the gray in is so that there's depth in this painting. And I do have a little bit harder time with my left hand because I'm right-handed. But I've forced my hands to learn how to do it. My left hand. So, all right. Now we're going to do the beard. And his outfit, or him, rather. The nice thing is acrylic paint dries really fast. So I can literally go right back over it and paint. And when this is done, I can't just leave it with acrylic paint because acrylic paint will just wash off with soap and water. So I'm going to seal it with gel under my UV light. Okay, so now I'm going to go ahead with the white and go over his hat and his beard. That's awesome. I use acrylics and chalk paint in most of my crafts that I do. So now I'm kind of striping the hair on the beard so that it gives it the depth that you're going to want. You're going to want to be able to see the darkness coming underneath, and that's what gives you the appearance that it's actually a beard, or you know. Okay. Now I'm going to go ahead and do his clothes real quick. And then I'll put the stripes on his hat and his nose. And then he'll be done. So I used to do this all the time. I've got tons of pictures of my nails on my Instagram. Um, I bet you're tired. Hi, Shay, how are you? So here I am going to do the stripes on him, his hat. Shay, I'm glad you were able to get a lot of your presents for your kids, and your daughters did such a great job for you. So you had food for Christmas. Okay, now I just have to do the nose. And then he's done. So, let me clean my brush real quick. I got lots of different colors in there. And I put it, you can see, I dipped it in the acetone, put it down, and just kind of squeeze it, push down on it, and that pushes out all the paint. So that's how I clean it. Okay. Now we're going to the next one, and this is going to be a plaid one, and I need a little bit more white paint. My white paint is starting to dry, even though I'm keeping it wet. Oh, I bet. We got Christmas presents today, too. My daughter sent them to us on the 20th, and we got them today. So they were supposed to have been here Saturday. They didn't get here till today. Okay, so now I'm going to do the plaid. Of course, this is my left hand, and I have a harder time sometimes because I'm definitely right-handed. Now, if I was to mess up, the nice thing to do for acrylic paint on nails is I just use my finger and wipe it off with acrylic, with rubbing alcohol, comes right off. But I forgot to bring my rubbing alcohol in here, so I hope I don't mess up. Okay, there's the white, and now I'm doing the blue. You guys see me doing this? Hoping my hand's not in the middle of in the way. Okay. Now I move on to the next hand, or the next finger. I don't have a next hand because I've already done the other hand. So, yes, are you enjoying your birthday, Shay? Okay, so the ring finger is going to be the snow dripping. So let's see how well I do this time. Yeah, that looks a little better. Okay. Awesome. There we go. Then I'm going to put some little snowflakes. You know, when I was a kid, well, when I lived in California, I was a teenager. Every Christmas day, we would go to the matinee at the theater in town. I think it was $1 to go, and that was it. I know. I don't know where Sherry is. I know that this week was going to be hard, but I thought, well, I'm going to do it anyway. And I know that uh, Sarah is out of town, so she's not doing her live tonight. So, but I figured, you know what? I want to do this, so I'm just going to do it. Oh, that's not a very straight line, is it? A lot of times to get a straight line, you put your paintbrush down and then you roll your finger, and that gives you the straightest line. Hey, Candace. All right, so those are done. Gotta wait for them to completely dry, and then I can put the acrylic on there. or the gel that would protect these. Because if I don't, like I said before, it it's going to just, it would just wash right off. That's why a lot of times people ask me, how do I keep my nails looking so good? Hi, Sheila. Um, when I do all my crafting, is because of the gel that I put on them protects my nails, and so all I do is wash them. It comes right off. I'm just putting some little speckles for snow on here. Whoops! And I just messed up a nail. And the nice thing is it's easy to fix. So. So I don't know how many of you saw the picture of Royce. I made him a jacket, and he loves it. Of course, I have to strap it on him or he'd take it off, because my daughter's dogs, they're little two little chihuahuas, and when they got their little jackets on, he rips them off of them. So we have to be careful. All right, go ahead and wash this. Now, I don't know if you've ever seen me, guys, use these with my and that's clean, is with my palette with the paint. I just rub it all off. And whatever's left, I can use some alcohol or some acetone, and it comes right off. Of course, those two pieces don't want to. There we go. And it's clean for the next time when I need to use it. Okay, so now the gel top coat that I use, I get it from eBay, and it's called Armor Us, and it's a soak off top coat. And I don't soak it. I just use my e-file and take it off. So I'm just going to coat these. And right now, if you look at them, the paint is really dull. But once I put this top coat on it and put it in the UV light, it will become shiny like the background. So I just put it on, rub the ends, and it instantly, as soon as this dries, it becomes shiny. All the paint does. And you always want to do your ends to cap them off, so that if your anything gets, you don't want it to be exposed, because then it will get the paint off if you don't cap off the ends of your nails. This little gnome is so cute. Sarah, Rhonda. Looks like I'm gonna need to order some more gel top coat. I usually get it in a 2-bottle pack for $12 or $14. I can't remember. Okay, so these are really wet and really sticky. If I touch them, it's yucky, sticky. So I always close the lid completely, because UV light will harden that. And then I just put it in for a minute and a half for each hand, and it's done. So let me switch these. so you can see. And of course, I'm wearing my glasses that I have to wear to see, my magnifying glasses. Candace, the next time I come out, um, if we can get a flight. Okay, so I've never seen any of Zaylee's performances, and she's been asking me. Thank you, Liz. Thank you, Sheila. She has been asking me to come, and so her next performance will be March 1st, 2nd, 3rd, and 4th. So if I can get a flight, I will be there. I'll make sure that I'm there on the 5th for your birthday. So, but I won't know yet. I'll hopefully know another week or two. So, got a couple, 20 more seconds, and then I can show you this one, and then uh, yeah, I'll show you what they look like. And any paint that I've got on my hands, once they're sealed, I can use that acetone and clean it right off my hands. Okay, so now that one's done, and they're all shiny. Oh, let me switch that back so you can see them better. So they're all shiny. Now I'll do this other one. Another thing I used to drive me crazy when I was younger is I would get fingernail polish on my hands, around your nails. And I don't know why I never thought of it. I figured out how to get it off of there. I just use a little makeup brush and some acetone, and it takes it right off. I can show you that in a minute because I got some paint on my fingers, which is pretty normal. And it literally will take it right off. Now, this gel, it is self-leveling. So you have to be careful to hurry and get it in. Sometimes you have to do like a little flash cure if it starts to run off your hand, because if it does, then you have to take your file and file it, because it's hard when it is cured. Making sure I cap them all. Okay. We'll put that in there. In my UV light for a minute and a half. Yeah, these turned out. See how pretty they are? And I love the color underneath. Now I was going to bring some glitter to put on the other colors, but my glitter was too thick and I didn't want to sit and thin it out. So, well, Candace, it's hard when you're running after two boys. Thank you, Liz. Yeah, I did a diagonal stripes, snow melting or drifting, or however you want to call it, plaid, a little gnome, and then just snowflakes. So, and my thumbnail for this live is all of my nails that I've painted. I used the pictures to make a background. I don't wear makeup very often. Very, very often. Not very often at all. Yeah. Let me show you here in a second how I get the paint off of my fingernails, or the polish, or the paint. It's really super, super, super simple. I use this little, uh, it's an elf, um, it's concealer brush, and it's elf, and look how little it is. So it's really, really little. And I make sure I have paper towel, and I take this little, so I've got this little pot, glass pot, that I've got some acetone in it, and then I just get that on there, and it's gone. It takes it right off. And as long as you're not got acetone on your fingers super long, it won't take the nail polish off of your fingers. It will eventually, it'll eat right into it, because this is a soak off top coat, and the soak off part is you have to soak it in acetone. So I just use this on my hands and stuff to get it off. Now, I always get paint all over my hands. I could just go into the bathroom, and I will afterwards, to wash it with soap and water, but I've got most of it off just by doing this. And this definitely works on nail polish, takes it right off. That's why a lot of people ask me, how do you get such a perfect paint uh, and not have nail polish all over? And it's because I cleaned it up afterwards with acetone. Yep, there it is. It's all done. But I don't know what that is. Oh, it's gone. Okay, so that's it. So I just use this little one, so that I do that, so because it's a little tiny thin one, and I can get it like right up underneath my nails when I'm cleaning around my nails. In fact, there's a little bit right there. And that takes it right off. And that's done. So, thank you. I like those little gnomes. They're both different, but they're cute. They got little blue balls on the end. Yeah, I really like these. And I will have a picture of these on Instagram, as well as on my community tab and Facebook. So let me switch over so you can see my face better. There we go. Yeah, so yeah, let me show you. That's what they look like. And that's what my thumb looks like. And then this is the thumb. Oh, and I got paint on the inside of my fingers, hands. Oh well. And then there is the fingers. So, thank you, Sandra. Oh, you know what? I need to put that hand back into the light. Didn't quite get it all. Sometimes it doesn't cure it fast enough, especially on my thumbs, because if you think about it, my thumbs always turn, and so sometimes it doesn't quite cure it, so I have to put my thumbs back in there. So, hi, Deborah. I haven't seen you in a while. Hope you had a great Christmas to everybody. I know I did. One of my things, though, that I purchased for myself, I have to return it. I ordered a new one, but I had to return it because it was the wrong product. So I had to take care of that. Of course, I'll send it back tomorrow, but the other one's on its way already. Oh. So, and you guys have, I don't know if you've seen my, most of you have seen my UV light. It's what I use for my UV resin as well as my fingernails. It's just a little dome that I just put everything under it. Are you moving to a different city or a different state or just across town? I don't like moving. I've moved way too much. And I don't like moving at all. Also, you had your first Christmas in your new home. Cool. And that is all done. That is, they're finished. So, like I said, I'll leave a picture on different outlets where you can see me. So, and I'm glad everybody's had a great Christmas. Oh, okay. So I already did across town. I was just off the house. Basically, all my stuff is in storage. Ugh. Hopefully, you'll get your stuff out of storage and into your house soon. I hate packing and unpacking. So, some of my houses I've lived in, I never unpacked some of my stuff because it just wasn't there long enough. All right, let's see. I didn't bring anything else. I have a lot of paint here because I didn't know what color I was going to be using. So, I didn't know. That's still rough. I got to do it again. I must not have gotten that spot. I still got the paint. That should do it. So, okay, my nails, a lot of people ask me, they are acrylic nails that I put on. So I use tips or I build the nails. I have really strong nails anyway, but I tend to use my nails as tools, um, especially when they're my real nails. And then I crack, break, split, whatever. And I like to have long nails. So I do acrylic over them. And then I do the painting over that. Sometimes I don't. I mean, you guys have seen my nails as just French tip a lot, but I like to paint them. I just don't always have the time to paint them. That's why a lot of times they're just French tips. But I painted them for Christmas, and now I'm painting them for winter. Yep. $2,500 square feet is big. All right. Well, once this is done, I think we're going to say goodnight, only because my husband's waiting to go to bed, and Royce is not being very good. I can hear him barking. So I know he gets antsy when he's separated from me or from my husband. He didn't even come in. Yes, Candace, I know you do. So I think we're going to say goodnight. I'm glad you guys all had a great uh, Christmas, and I hope you guys have a fantastic and safe and blessed Happy New Year. And don't forget to call somebody today and tell them you love them because it might be exactly what they need to hear. Also, you guys have most blessed week coming up into New Year's Eve. And don't forget to be the Bible that somebody reads today or tomorrow. Bye, guys. Thanks for coming. I'm glad you liked my my nails.